Hello students, today we'll start from question number 4 of exercise 1.4. Okay, now let's read out the question number 4 and try to understand. Write 5 pairs of integers, that is integers are given a and b, such that a divided by b equals to minus 3. So this has to be the relation. Okay, now the first pair I have taken a as minus 6 divided by 2, it will give you minus 3. That is a I have taken as minus 6 and b as 2. Second pair I have taken as minus 18 and 6. So a is minus 18 and b is 6. So minus 18 divided by 6 will also give you minus 3. Now the third pair is minus 15 divided by 5 will also give you minus 3. Now this time a is minus 15 and b is 5. The fourth pair is 9 and minus 3. So if you divide 9 divided by minus 3, you will get minus 3. Okay, a is 9 and b is minus 3. Now the fifth pair, minus 9 divided by 3, this will also give you minus 3 students. Now what is a? Minus 9, and what is b? It is 3. Exactly, very good. Now let's move on to question number 5. Now question number 5, what they are saying that the room temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above 0. That is, it is plus 10 degrees Celsius students, above 0 they are saying. Okay, if it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour. Now from 12 noon suddenly the temperature is showing a different scenario. From 12 noon onwards the temperature is now decreasing, and what is the rate of decreasing? 2 degrees Celsius per hour. That is, after every hour the temperature will decrease by 2 degrees Celsius, and it is continuing up till midnight. Okay, so at what time? Now if it is so, then they are saying at what time the temperature would be 8 degrees Celsius, that is below 0, that is minus 8 degrees Celsius. So at what time the temperature will be minus 8 degrees Celsius? So at 12 noon it was plus 10 degrees Celsius. So they are asking at what time the temperature will be minus 8 degrees Celsius. Now before I give you the description of the solution, I've tried to give you some explanation. That is, you see I've drawn one number line, isn't it? So number line we all know. See, 0 is here, right hand side all the positive numbers and left hand side all the negative numbers. Now the present scenario is that the room temperature is 10, isn't it? According to the question at 12 noon. Now it has to go up till minus 8 degrees Celsius. Now this is the question. So the first thing that we have to understand, that what is a temperature drop? So how much degrees Celsius the temperature has to drop? So this is the first thing that we have to understand. So if we see carefully, if we go from 10 to minus 8 degrees Celsius, the total temperature drop will be what? 18 degrees Celsius. So now we have to find it out, what would be the total time so that the temperature has to decrease by 18 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is the summary of the question. Okay, from 10 to minus 8 degrees Celsius, total drop of temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. Now we have to find how much time will it take for this so that the temperature has to drop by 18 degrees Celsius. Okay, now what is the first statement I have written, students? See, the temperature decreases 2 degrees Celsius and it is taking how much time? 1 hour. If the temperature has to drop by 2 degrees Celsius, how much time it will take? 1 hour. So the temperature decreases, if the temperature decreases 1 degree Celsius, then obviously it will be half hour, that is 30 minutes. Now the question, therefore the temperature decreases 18 degrees Celsius. So for 18 degrees Celsius, how much time it will take? That is 1 by 2 into 18, that is 9 hours it will take. Fine. Now we know that if the temperature has to drop from 10 degrees Celsius to minus 8 degrees Celsius, then the total time would be taken as 9 hours. So the total time would be 12 noon, as because after 12 noon there is some typical scenario of the temperature was observed. So 12 noon plus how much time it is taking? 9 hours. So just add it up. So it will be 21 hours. So as because it is given in the 24 hours form, so we have to convert in the normal form. Okay, that is PM and AM formation. So 21 hours means 9 PM. Okay, so we'll conclude the answer as, thus at 9 PM the temperature would be 8 degrees Celsius below 0. Okay students, I hope you have understood. Now let's move on to question number 6. Now, question number 6, I have not written the question, students, because it was a big question. So I just want to give you some information on that particular question. That there was one particular test was conducted in which they have given this particular description, that marks given for one correct answer would be 3. If anyone scores any right answer, then they will score 3 marks for each question. If in case if anyone gives an incorrect answer, they will score -2. And suppose if anyone leaves any question, then they will score nothing, that is 0. This is the description they gave in the question. Now there are two characters, okay, Radhika and Monica. Okay, so let's see what Radhika has done. So according to the question, Radhika gave 12 correct answers and she scored 20 marks. This is the only part it is given in the question. Fine. So how many correct answers she gave? 12 correct answer. And what is the total score scored by Radhika is 20 marks. Now they are asking, if they have scored 20 marks, if Radhika has scored 20 marks, how much incorrect answers she has given? How much incorrect answer? That is 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is what we have to find it out. Now first of all, we'll see how much marks she scored from the 12 correct answer. So marks given for the 12 correct answer is what? 12 into 3, obviously, because each correct answer is carrying what? How many marks? 3. So 3 into 12 is 36. Okay. Now Radhika scored 20 marks. So the total marks of Radhika is 20 marks. So it is less than 36. So there has to be some incorrect answer. So what we have to find the difference. So marks obtained for incorrect answer is equals to 20 minus 36, because it is a total score. From total score only we'll minus this one. So it is minus 16 it is coming. Okay. Now so this is the total marks scored by Radhika for incorrect answers. That is minus 16. Now, therefore, number of incorrect answers would be what? Total score she scored for incorrect answer divided by each marks for incorrect answer, that is -2. So, if you reduce it, you will get 8. So, the answer we are getting, Radhika has attempted 8 incorrect answer. Okay, it's very, very easy, students. Now, let's move on to the second part of the question number 6. That is, sorry, it is not Monica, it is Mohini. Okay, now the Mohini details is given that she has scored 7 correct answers and the total marks scored by Mohini is -7. And the same thing we have to find out for Mohini also, how many incorrect questions she has answered. So the same way we will follow. So marks given for 7 correct answer would be 3 into 7, because each correct answer is carrying 3 marks. 3 into 7 is 21. Now total score scored by Mohini is -5. Now we have to see marks obtained for incorrect answer is what? From total score, we will minus this, -21. So it is coming -26. Now, therefore, the number of incorrect answer is what? -26 divided by -2. Why -2? Because each incorrect answer is carrying what? -2. So -26 by -2 is what? 13. So this time Mohini has attempted 13 incorrect questions. Okay, and I want to say that this was the last exercise of this of the first chapter, and there is one more sum is left, that is question number 7. Please try to do that sum. Okay, after that I will give you the solution also, but at least I am asking all of you to at least try question number 7 and please submit in Google Classroom. Okay, thank you very much. Take care.